Good evening to Miss Fatima. So today we'll be presenting our topic, asset-based security policies design for a simulated organization. Our group consists of four group members, which is myself, Avinash, Siva, Iza, and Sharvin. Okay. Alright. So let's get started. The first slide is executive summary. This project focuses on designing an asset-based security for Sunrise Community Bank, also known as SCB, a small community bank providing basic financial services. The objective is to ensure data confidentiality, integrity, and availability through well-defined administrative and technical controls. Alright, next we'll move on to uh, organization profile. Sunrise Community Bank, or also known as SCB, is a small local bank that offers savings and checkings account, online banking, and small business loans. The bank has about 32 employees, including management, tellers, IT staff, and cybersecurity team. SCB uses several digital systems like a customer database, online banking platform, secure email, and backup storage. The bank's main focus is on trust, security, and data protection to keep customers' information safe. And next, let's look at asset identification. Alright. In this section, we identify the key digital assets used by Sunrise Community Bank and classified them based on sensitivity. The confidential asset includes the customer database, employee login, the online banking platform, and a backup storage. The internal asset are the email system and the CCTV access system, while the public asset is the bank's website. This classification helps the bank prioritize which which data needs the highest level of protection to ensure confidentiality and compliance with security standards. The next slide will be presented by Iza.
Okay, thank you, my friend Avinash. Next, I will be continuing the next slides, which is threat analysis. We perform a threat analysis to identify the possible security risks that could affect the bank. Some of the key threats we found include phishing attacks, where cybercriminals try to steal employee credentials or customer information, data breaches or unauthorized access, which could lead to financial loss and serious damage to the bank's reputation. Third, malware or ransomware, which can cause system downtime and data loss. And lastly, insider threats, which involve employees who might misuse or leak sensitive information. By understanding these threats, Sunrise Community Bank can take proactive steps to prevent incidents and protect its data and systems. Next, after identifying the assets and analyzing the threats, we move on to the security policy design. We propose four main and administrative controls to improve the bank's cybersecurity posture. First, password policy to protect user accounts from unauthorized access. Second, access control policy to limit access based on roles and responsibilities. User awareness and training policy to educate employees about security best practices. Lastly, data backup and recovery policy. It is to ensure data can be restored quickly after an incident. These policies work together to maintain data confidentiality, integrity, and availability, ensuring that Sunrise Community Bank stays secure and resilient against cyber threats. And next, we have the password policy, which focuses on strengthening account security across all systems in Sunrise Community Bank. This policy requires all employees to use strong passwords, at least 12 characters long, containing a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Passwords must be changed every 90 days, and sharing passwords with others is strictly prohibited. To further enhance protection, the bank enforces multi-factor authentication (MFA) for all internal systems. This means that even if a hacker managed that to get someone's password, they still won't be able to log in without the second layer of verification, such as a code sent to the employee's phone or email. Overall, this policy helps prevent password-based attacks and unauthorized access, keeping both employee and customer data secure. Next, I will pass the slide to my friend Sivagami.
Isa. Now I'll be talking about access control policy. Access to the system at Sunrise Community Bank is based on the principle of least privilege. This means each employee is only given the minimum level of access needed to perform their job. The IT department is responsible for assigning and removing the access right. So when an employee resigns or changes their roles, their system access is immediately revoked. So, this way, the system access logs are reviewed weekly to detect any unusual or unauthorized activities. These policies also help to reduce insider threats, prevent unnecessary exposure of confidential data, and also ensures the only authorized personnel interact with the sensitive systems. Now, I'll be talking about user awareness and training policy. So, this policy is basically is talking about awareness of users in the banking system. So basically, human error is one of the biggest cause of the security breaches, which is why SCB enforces the mandatory cybersecurity training every 6 months for all staff. So the training includes how to identify phishing emails, how to handle confidential data properly, and how to report suspicious incidents to the necessary high comms. Also, by increasing the employee and awareness and cyber hygiene, the bank strengthened its first line defense, which is its people. This policy significantly reduces the risk from the social engineering and also accidental data leaks. Now, I'll be talking about data backup and recovery policy. So, to ensure the business continuity, the SCB performs daily backups of all critical systems. These backups are stored in both local servers and also in cloud storage. So, backup integrity will be tested every weekly. Okay, it's tested basically on every weeks, and the recovery drills are also carried out for 4 times a year to ensure the system can be restored quickly during an incident. Only a certified IT personnel is allowed to access these backup files. This policy ensures the bank can recover the data efficiently in the event of ransomware, system failure, or even data corruption, minimizing the downtime and financial losses. Now I'll be passing my slides to Sharvin.
Thank you, Siva. Now I'm going to talk about policy enforcement flowchart. Here we have an a simple example of policy enforcement flowchart, especially for password policy enforcement. When an employee logs into the system first verifies the password strength to ensure it meets security standard. Next, multi-factor authentication (MFA) is required for added protection. Only when all security conditions are met, the system grants access. Finally, users receive regular reminders before their passwords expire, encouraging them to update credentials frequently. This flow ensures that security rules are automatically enforced, reducing the chance of human error or weak password. Next, the conclusion. To conclude, our SS-based security approach ensures that all critical data and systems are well protected. By combining strong password, access controls, and regular training, we build a culture of cybersecurity awareness. Additionally, regular backups and monitoring strengthen our operational resilience, allowing quick recovery from any incident. And finally, we emphasize continuous improvement and vigilance because cybersecurity is an ongoing process, not an one-time effort. The last the references. These are the reference we use to support our research and policy development. These include credible sources on cybersecurity, best practices, data backup standards, and policy enforcement frameworks. Together, they help our approach to maintain a secure and resilient IT environment. And that's all from me. Thank you.